Scott. Ask Scott.
Hi there, it's Julian Hadley here. We're just starting some Amazon training in the UK, myself and my wife, and got sent a link to yourself by one of those guys that's on our course, and really interested to read a bit more about you and find out how you sort of got to be so successful so quickly. We're at that stage where we're trying to find a new product and a new market. Chicken and egg, whether just to find a product or whether to find the market first. But I suppose it's down to that sort of finding that right product, and just really any advice that you can give us on that. We know the basics, we're trying to keep it lightweight, we're trying to keep it in the sort of $15 to $40, but it's whether does it matter which product it is or which market it's in, or if you've got a few sort of 4 or 5 ideal products that you think we could deal with, that would be great if you could let me know. Okay, thank you very much. And it's Julian Hadley. Thank you.
Hey, Julian, thank you so much for the question. And I really wanted to answer this one here because we do have people that are brand new, even just listening to this show. And I want to thank you and everyone else listening that are new, but I'm going to go right back to the very beginning of this episode where I mentioned if you're brand new, you should check out the start page, okay? And that can be found at theamazingseller.com/start. And it really gives details as far as my entire story on how I got started, what the steps are I took moving forward, and they've changed a little bit, okay? And the other thing I would mention is the workshop that I do. I do a workshop, and right now we have another one coming up here soon. Again, if you're listening to this 6 months from the time this airs, it will be different, but I'll probably either have a replay or I will have a new one that I'm doing. So if you wanted to check that out, where I cover, all of the phases, the 5 phases I call it, and that can be found at the information that is at theamazingseller.com/workshop. And from there, like I said, I'll take you through, in this workshop for just about an hour is what I kind of allocate for the teaching aspect of it. But then also at the end, I do live Q&A. And these are really, really a lot of fun. It's kind of similar to this Ask Scott, but it's live, and it's actually walking through the different phases, and I call it chunks. We're chunking it down. It sounds like you have a pretty good base started already of what you need to do, but you maybe just need a little bit more clarifications on some certain areas. The podcast has everything that you would need. The workshop really does as well. So I would just urge you to go back to that start page or check out one of our workshops and hang out with us there, and we can kind of cover it on that. So that's my answer. Really, there's not much I can give you in details in a short 5-minute little answer here, but those right there are going to be probably your best resources to go ahead and really lay out the foundation and the steps to move forward in this business. If you guys want to submit a question, head over to theamazingseller.com/ask, and you can do that. I want to also, again, remind you guys, if you're brand new and this is your first time to the show, I want to welcome you. I love hanging out with you guys. This is just awesome to be able to virtually connect like this, and that's why I love the Ask Scott sessions. But if you are brand new and you're just getting your feet wet and you don't understand the entire process, the entire business model, I would recommend attending one of my live free workshops. This is where I break it down for you in 5 phases: how to pick a market and a product, how to source it, how to do a pre-launch, how to do a launch, how to promote the product, and everything in between. We go over that on a workshop, and we go through every single thing. We also do live Q&A. So if you want to attend one of them, I would love to invite you to the next one, and you can register for the next one by heading over to theamazingseller.com/workshop, and you can register there for an upcoming workshop. Well, hey there. Thank you so much for listening to that episode of Ask Scott. Now, that was just a highlight from one of our full episodes where I generally answer 3 to 4 questions on a podcast.
If you want to go back and listen to all of the past archives of not just the Ask Scott session, but all of the full episodes where I do interviews with top Amazon sellers, people starting from scratch and building a business, if you want to listen to any of those episodes, head over to theamazingseller.com and you can find all of that over there. You can also find details there on how you can ask your own question and get it aired on an upcoming Ask Scott session and possibly see it here on YouTube or just on the podcast. All right, so definitely head over to theamazingseller.com. There's tons of resources over there for you to be able to build your e-commerce and Amazon business, so definitely go check that out. Now, I just wanted to remind you one thing before I let you go. There's a lot of information out there, and some of it is really, really good. What I want you to remember is you have to not just consume the information, you have to actually apply that information. So take this information that you learned here today and apply it to your business, and this way here you can get results. As my shirt says, I wear it almost daily. Take action. We'll see you guys.